Hi everybody, it's me, Carol from Healthcare Potholes with Christian Faith. I'm coming before you with some pressing matters. I want you all keep my friends and former neighbors in your prayers. There's a lot of tornadoes going through down around Fort Wayne, Indiana. Um, our lifetime friend lives down there. She used to be my babysitter when I was a little tyke, and her brother used to play chess with my brother, and so the storms are coming through down where her parents had moved. They had moved up to Fenton from Livonia, and her and I reunited online, and we've had the best time chatting. So keep her in your prayers and her family. She has adult kids now, so I know they're somewhere down in that area. So they're in the midst of these tornadoes, as well as one of my high school classmates and middle school classmates that live down there. And and her family. And then I had next door neighbors that had moved back to Indiana, and she's raising her family down there. So and her husband, so keep them in your prayers as well. So it's tough times right now with these storms coming through. So when I was talking to my friend this evening, she said she was on her way to the laundry room to hunker down, and so she was doing that. And so hopefully she'll be okay. She doesn't. I asked her if she had a basement, and she said no. And it's just scary. It's very scary what's going on. So and I don't know if that wave is coming up through Dayton, Ohio, or just what it is, but it's a big stretch of tornadoes. So I know we're in the midst of thunderstorm warning here where I'm at. So I want to get my video clip off and say some prayers, especially for those down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as they approach this turbulent time in their lives. Um, I'm praying that it hits like farmland where it doesn't hurt anything, and it doesn't, trees out in the woods. So it's, kind of like, I hope it doesn't damage a lot of property, is what I'm trying to say. Um, I also, my dog Max, my middle child, 9 years old, who's my electrolyte detection dog, and my champion Dalmatian. He's a liver and white variety. Very special boy. Can detect my mag when it gets low and different things on his mom, and lets me know when I need to get some Powerade on board or magnesium pills on board. He's very good detection dog, and we've been fine tuning his craft, and we got it fine tuned, and he's been at my side for 9 years. And yesterday he started with difficulty urinating, and so I took him in today to the vet after I got home from infusion, and they found out that he had kidney stones. They did some lab work on him. They gave him his rabies shot that he was due, and they also did his heartworm test and drew blood on him. And now he started him on antibiotics because I collected his urine. It looked as bad as mine, and I said, "Oh, Max, you and I have a kidney infection. I'm sure they'll just give you antibiotics and send you out the door." I was not expecting stones because I've had him on allopurinol, and his urine was free for about a year and a half, and they pulled him off of it. And then I had him on UD dog food, and it's supposed to minimize this, and it hasn't. So here my dog now has issues and has to go in for surgery. So he put him on an antibiotic to get through the evening, and he submitted me a bill for $2,000 to remove the stones. I called his other vet. They want about the same amount. And so I have one more vet I can call on Monday and ask him how much. I'm going to try and see if they're there on Saturday. Sometimes he's in on Saturday and sometimes he's not. So I'm going to call his office tomorrow and see what if they're in. He quite often goes to dog shows, so he might not be in. So I might have to wait till Monday. So anyhow, very frustrating time for my little boy Max. So anyhow, the other vet that did all the lab work and workup, he's going to give me a call and tomorrow at 9 and see if he can go on allopurinol. And allopurinol is a drug for Dalmatians that it'll help with their stones, with the uric acid. And so I'm hoping that it just gets rid of the stones for him so he doesn't have to worry about it. So we have to really watch when he goes out what goes on with his urination. So, and as well, while he was there, they found a lump under his left shoulder area. So that will have to be biopsied in a couple weeks and then that area removed. So my poor Max has got a few hurdles he's got to go through, and it's going to be an expense that his owner doesn't have the money to cover it. And I just don't know what to do, so I'm very floored. So I'm going to start a GoFundMe page and work on that and try to get that up and going. So this is my boy that championed at 11 months, and he's a very special boy, and you can hear him now in the background. He needs to go back out again, so we were up a lot last night putting him out. So anyhow, keep everybody in your prayers, and I'm going to keep this short because I have to get him out right away. So anyhow, we'll talk later. Have a good evening, and keep Fort Wayne area in your prayers especially, okay? And I'll be doing another clip later on.